Hey everybody, Rocky Mullendore here, PGA head professional at Travis Point Country Club. And we're outside today taking advantage of a little bit of a break in the weather because I want to talk to you about one of the most important things that separates good chippers and pitchers versus not so good chippers and pitchers. It's something that every golf pro does on every tour. It can help you play significantly better and reduce your scores, and I'm sure you maybe haven't ever even thought about it. Let's go take a look. So here we are at the chipping green here at Travis Point, and we're going to discuss something that has nothing to do with this golf club or your hands and arms. It's got everything to do with your eyes. The difference between really good short game players and the rest of us is that our eyes tend to focus on the wrong target, which makes our distance control a little bit harder to get right. And as a result, we don't get the ball quite as close to the hole as we would usually like to, and our scoring suffers because of that. 9 out of 10 players are going to stand next to their golf ball and take some practice swings looking at their target, and their target is the flag or the hole, and they're going to make their practice swings really locking into that flag or that hole. And then once they go ahead and they strike the ball goes flying the majority of the distance to the hole, and before you know it, it's run way by the hole or sometimes completely off the green, and we're chipping again. So today, we're really going to focus in on what your eyes can do for you to help you improve your feel and improve your proximity to the hole, which ultimately is going to make your scoring abilities so much better. So, as you see out here, we're going to go to this very first flag right here. And relative to where I was just at, I've got the majority of my shot is the green surface. So if my golf ball is right here, I've only got about 2 or 3 paces. We'll call it 2 paces until I get to the green surface. And then the next 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 paces is going to be the amount of time the ball can roll on the ground. So this is your classic chip and run shot. So what we're going to do to help play our best golf is to use one of these, a hula hoop. Most of you have these at home. I won't ask you to put it around your waist. We're going to use this to help identify our landing area, our true target. Again, the flag isn't our target, that's our ending spot, but where the ball lands is our ultimate target. So, I'm going to choose this hula hoop about, I'd say about right here. 1, 2, 3 paces from my golf ball. So I've got a good 20 feet or so for this ball to run out. So as I set up to hit this shot, I've done a little bit of homework already, and this is one of the keys in having a great short game. The homework I've done is as I've approached the green and I've gotten my golf ball, I've read the green in front of me. Oftentimes, again, the flag is a dead aim target, and that leads us offline when the ball finishes rolling. So I have this just a little bit left of my target, and it's in a position where if I land it there, the ball's got plenty of room to roll out and ultimately hopefully finish right near the hole. So as I take my practice swing or two, my eyes are fixated right on the middle of this hula hoop, right where I want to land the golf ball. So I'm going to set up the way I would for a chip and run with the ball a little bit back in my stance, the weight's forward and the handle is forward, and the last spot I look at before I go ahead and strike the golf ball is right in the middle of that hula hoop, just like I'm staring at a big bullseye. Let's see if I can do it. I'll be darned, I hit the hoop. Just by landing literally in my target zone, the ball finished within about a 1.5 feet or so from the hole. All right, now that's a chip and run shot. What happens if I want to hit a shot that's higher, or I have to hit a shot that's higher? We're going to show the difference in how we would identify our landing areas based on the type of shot we're going to hit. My chip and run shot right here, my more lofted lob shot or pitch shot is going to be a little further up, even though I'm hitting a shot from basically the same position. All right, so Sometimes you have to pick a different landing area based on trajectory and the circumstance in front of you. For the sake of this demonstration, I'm going to pretend that I have to fly this ball a little bit further. So I'll open the face up a little bit and move the ball slightly forward in my stance from my original shot. And now I'm going to lock in on that second hula hoop here and see if I can't land this ball right in the middle of that second hula hoop and stop it nice and close. Right in the middle of it, nearly made it. So, you see, selecting a very small area to land the golf ball is going to tighten your focus up and really give you an opportunity to give your body and your mind a better feel for exactly how far you have to hit it. You probably noticed both the swings I made were pretty small, and it was only because I was trying to hit the ball a fraction of the overall distance of the shot. So the hula hoop has really tightened our focus on where we're trying to land the ball. Once you get to where you get good landing the ball inside of that hula hoop, just like everything else in golf, there's a progression that can help us get even better. How do we get even better? We narrow our focus to a smaller target. I'm going to use a tee now. So we go from a hula hoop, 2 different sizes, now down to a very small tee here, and I'm going to place this tee right here in the middle of my first hula hoop. And I'll remove these 2 targets. While the hula hoop is an awesome way to get started, eventually, hopefully, you get to where you're able to pile them inside of those hula hoops and really get close to the target. The best players in the world, they'll pick a little discoloration on the green, an old pitch mark, a scuff, a chunk of dirt, anything that is as close to where they want to land the ball as possible when they're hitting these green side shots. So here we go. I've now selected a tee here, and my focus is now to land the ball right on top of that tee. So now I'm going to see if I can't play a nice little chip and run shot. Ball's a little bit back. My eyes the entire time are focused right there on that tee, and I'm going to try to land it as close as I can with a little bit lower trajectory so the ball runs out the rest of the way. Pretty close. Wouldn't you know it? You pick a small spot, you find that small little hole. Certainly, that's the perfect way to see how important it is to pick that target. I missed this tee by maybe an inch or 2. And this is always just a guess, you know, and you get better at guessing as you do this more. But that was a perfect way to wrap up this demonstration on how important it is for all players to pick your target where you want to land the ball. You might do what I just did and just start knocking the ball in the hole. Thanks again for tuning in today, everybody. I had a lot of fun showing you one of my favorite pieces of preparation that just separates good players from your average players. Finding that landing spot and being really precise on where you want to land the golf ball is going to help you control your shots and score your best better than you ever had before. As always, if you haven't yet, click on that subscribe button below, and feel free to comment anytime on the content I've created or content you'd like to see me make as the days go forward. I appreciate you tuning in, everybody. We'll see you next week.